welcome back to my channel. What are we doing today? Today we are doing a sketchbook walkthrough of this book. Now, if you remember my sketchbook wrap up, the sketchbook progress video I did in December, you would have remembered that I highlighted this book as one of the sketchbooks that I have fully illustrated but haven't fully colored in. And so today I can safely say, confidently say, that this book is fully colored in and will be going into storage once we do our sketchbook wrap up. Amazingly, I completed the first sketchbook in January, and maybe that's the kind of reason why I kind of pre-prepared these books before in 2024, illustrating in them, joining them, and have them prepared, because I knew I was going to be doing these mediums. Well, not for this. I didn't knew I was going to use it for this medium. I was actually preparing this book because this book came in a scroller box where it featured the Faber-Castell gold fiber pastel colors, and yeah, Creative Studio Faber-Castell, these are their pastel colors, and it featured these beautiful colors. I should put a picture of what all came in that box for you guys to check it out, maybe freeze and examine or expand. And these were the beautiful colors, and I originally wanted to have this book like a workbook for soft pastel colors, but then I was gifted the Color soft pastel colored pencils for my birthday, and so I decided to turn this into a workbook for the Color soft pastel pencils. Even though I've already had it drawn up, I decided to just use the opposite page for the colored pencils, and it just worked out perfectly. You would remember this from the Color pastel perspective video that we did this month. And here is my lovely little fried egg. I was mostly concentrating for this book when it came to food, so you'll see a lot of food stuff in this. This is the Stabilo Carbothello pastel colored pencils. These were a generous gift from a friend, and look at all these beautiful colors that I have here. And to complement that, this is the color illustration. Let me bring you guys out a bit, because I feel like you're a bit too close and you're not appreciating what I am seeing here. A little bit more. Yes, there you are. Yes, a bottle of pepper sauce. And here we go for the Faber-Castell Pit Pastel pencils. I have a 36 set, and as you can see, beautiful colors again. I did a bit of testing with these to kind of see in the corner. You will see a bit of smudging, erasability, blendability, just to see how these work, how I can work with them. And then here it's the color piece I did with the Faber-Castell colored pencils. It didn't offer me a lot of bright colors, you know. There's a few bright colors in it, but it's not like the Carbothello or the Color. There's not a lot of bright colors, and my art style kind of lends itself to bright colors. Okay, so continuing on, here we go. This is the Pointers. This is the Pointers chalk pastel colored pencils. When I first started my art journey, the first mediums that I was exposed to were these pencils, and these are no longer sold, in the country of Belize. These colors are they're no longer sold in the country of Belize. I bought these 2018, and so they're no longer sold here. And then I did a colored piece with it. I must admit that the background for this piece is actually from the Sargent art. soft pastels sticks that I use, because the amount of blue that it would take, and the blue that it gives is so dark. The amount of blue that it would take to do this, and the blue is so dark, it wouldn't have looked good. So I use a Sergeant Art pastel sticks for these. Now this was the practice session for the Color soft pastel pencils. I didn't do a good job at it, but I was not looking at making beautiful art, but working with the pencils. So I'm okay if it didn't came out beautifully. And this is me practicing with the pencils. I know we're trying to do this in one take, guys. I put paper down, and now here we are where we're just working with the pencils alone, only the Color pastel pencils here for this little creature here. And I was able to put the colors that I use in here on the opposite side, just so that it, you know, and these are the colors that I used for this little picture here. It's a small little thing. Yeah. And again, this is from the Sergeant Art. This particular one here is from the Sergeant Art soft pastel sticks. And finally, the Color soft pastel. These are the colors that I use. And I use them for this little guy here. And the last thing, I got some Derwent pastel pencils in a scroller box. I think it's the same scroller box where I got these. I will highlight that for you, if whichever scroller box it came in. And so the scroller box gave us both a black and a white Derwent pastel pencil. So I wanted to see what it looks like. Let me bring you guys back out a bit. What it looks like with the Color soft pastel. So I looked at both the black and the white compared with the Derwent, and I just drew little balls. And for my colored piece, I did this little rendition here. And as you can see, I must admit the black is not from the Derwent black. I actually use the Sergeant Art soft pastel sticks, and these are the colors that came in it. So I swatched them to the back, being that these were also assisting me with coloring backgrounds for this piece. So I need to go wash my hand now, because even though I was very careful in how I touched these, it is still very messy. So my hands are very messy. This was a lot of fun working with these pencils. As you can see, like I said, I try to now develop a new system, not only to bring them to you, but to work with them. And so these little workbooks that I have not created, because I didn't invent them, but these little workbooks that I made should the same word I've created, it's just a different way. Anyway, these little workbooks that I've made goes a really long way to get me more familiar with these art products and how to work with them. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey, and as always, stay safe, stay blessed. And what's going on? Any plans for 2025? You know, we're completing the first month in 2025. You know, how is 2025 looking for you guys? Let me know all that beautiful goodness in the comments below, and I will definitely see you in the next one. Bye.